All right, where did we leave off? We were living with my in-laws. We had 3 kids. All of us were crammed into one room. I have no clue how we fit 1 queen bed, 2 toddler beds, and a crib in there. Yeah, I don't know. But my husband got back into school and we got into married student housing. Yes, these clothes have been sitting for like a week, so they're wrinkled. And what? So when we got in, we got into a 2-bedroom. It was the best thing ever. I love my in-laws, but literally since the beginning of our marriage, we never had our own space until now. So my husband started school. He was security for the college that we were at. He had classes in the morning, hung out with us during the day. At night, he would go and do his security job. At the time, I believe he was making $7.25 an hour. No, maybe it had just went up to $7.50. The struggle is real. The struggle is still real, but the struggle back then was real. So I ended up getting positioned in the apartment office and I was an office clerk. And somewhere along the line, they actually had to get rid of my position. So they had to let me go, but it worked out perfectly because I ended up getting pregnant. And my first 5 months of pregnancy is rough. I get hyperemesis gravidarum. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Basically, severe morning sickness. I would just throw everything up. Water made me even more nauseous. It gets to the point where I'm throwing up my stomach acid and I would have to go to the hospital to get IV fluids. And my kids were kind of just like fending for themselves, basically. And we were okay just like surviving off of one student job. But then it came time where I was like, okay, we could use the extra money. We're having another baby. So I got a job at the Marriott Bistro. And that was my first time working food service / customer service. Let me just say that being a waitress, not for the weak. I was probably about, I don't know, 6 months pregnant at this point. Just remember being like so exhausted, obviously pregnant and over it. Damn! I can't believe the things that workers have to deal with. It's not for me. I did work up until I gave birth. I want to say I probably was supposed to be going in for my shift, but I ended up having a baby. So with kid number 4, I felt contractions and immediately we left for the hospital because we live an hour away. All our births had happened so quick. Like I barely make it there in time. So my husband was just trying to get us there. So this was late at night. There was like no cars. Bro was definitely speeding and I had to tell him, okay, slow down. We want to make it to the hospital. Right before we got to the light where you turn into the hospital, we hear these sirens, we see the lights, so we pull over and I'm contractions every 2 minutes. The cop comes up and he's like, hey guys, you were speeding. I had a contraction in that moment. All I cared about was getting through it, and so I was doing my breathing. He could see that and he's like, oh, okay, you're almost to the hospital, so here, I'll let you guys go. And so he went. We got to the hospital, doctor checked me, could see that I was 9 centimeters dilated. They put me into the next room. Like everything stopped. 5-10 minutes, like it just stalled. Like I didn't feel anything. Then the contractions came back and I was like, oh yep, I feel like I need to push. I pushed and baby was out, and that was kid number 4. So then we were in college, student job, 4 kids. In the next video, I'll talk about my car birth.